Hello, my name is Elizabeth White and I'm the owner of Littleborough Gallery and the author of this book, How to Start and Run a Greeting Card Business. Greeting cards are big business in the UK and indeed overseas, and it's a wonderful way to run a business. It really is one of the sorts of businesses that you can start on the kitchen table and eventually be selling to high street shops, and that's a real buzz. In my book it tells you how to avoid some of the pitfalls in running this type of business, and today I'd like to give you a few of my top tips. The first tip is about handmade cards. If you're taking an hour to produce a handmade card, then it's very unlikely you're going to be able to sell it at a price that's going to show you a profit. So the thing to do is to have a look at that card and see whether you can alter it in some way. Maybe a line, a drawing line instead of a stitch. Maybe you could make them in batches. Anything that can bring down the time element and therefore make that card profitable without compromising the design. If you decide to go in for printed cards, remember you'll have to have an awful lot printed, and that means that you really need some forward orders. Otherwise you're going to end up with boxes and boxes of cards in your spare bedroom. Also remember that with cards there is a fashion, and sometimes they do go out of fashion. So if you've got a lot of cards and 2 years later they're not sold, it's unlikely that they will sell, and then you've wasted a lot of money. If you're going to sell your cards in a shop, then remember you will need a range. You go into a shop and they'll have a stand or with perhaps 8 or 10 pockets in it, and that's what they want for your cards. They don't just want 2 or 3 designs, and they want to choose from about 20 or 30 designs. So you'll need a range for them to choose from, otherwise you just won't get a foot in the door. So remember that, and remember that it's not wasted time producing more and more designs. Just going in with 1 or 2 is not going to get the results. You need to remember that there are all sorts of occasions when cards sell, and despite the internet they really do sell well. Birthdays are the most popular, with blank cards a second, but the occasions like Valentine's Day, Mother's Day and Christmas also a good market for cards, whether you're selling them at craft fairs, whether you're selling them at shops, or whether you're selling them to friends. This book will be really helpful. It takes you through all the stages and provides loads of advice. So good luck with your business, and I hope you make it a great success.